whether she likes it or not. It's the truth.
Yeah, but you're accepting, and then from what you said, whether it's truth, lies, or whatever, from what you've said to her, could cause her distress and upset.
But it's not my fault that that's the truth.
I'm not asking that though. I'm asking.
I'm just saying, yeah, but it could upset her. But like you say,
so
people different. Well, it just did. The same as last year. My husband was named as a paedophile by somebody with her own name on Facebook. We phoned the police, got an incident number, and they said they've got photographs of him abusing our daughter. Posted it all over the internet. Nothing was done about it.
I can't comment on that because that's not an investigation. I'm just asking you about the matters that happened on the 23rd of January.
I'm just mentioning it on tape.
Alright, I've got nothing else to ask you, so unless my colleague David got something like to ask.
Yeah.
Do you post a lot of things on YouTube, Eileen?
I post quite a lot on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. And what about Facebook? Do you put lots of comments on Facebook?
Not necessarily lots. I comment on stuff, but not, it depends what kind of comments you're on about.
Okay. There's quite a few recordings on YouTube, I think, that you've uploaded.
I thought we were talking about this one. If I'm not allowed to bring anything up.
No, I'm just trying to get some background with regards to...
I don't record me saying stuff. I record actual happenings.
Right.
I mean, I'm not... I don't film something I've made up. I film actual incidents.
Well, why do you feel the need to do that?
Like I've said, last year I was arrested. Spent 10 hours in the cells, and when I was able to produce an SD card that proved what had been said was lies. It took me a year to get the SD card back, and the abuse that I'm getting off that police family is still happening.
Right, okay.
Till today.
Okay. How would you describe yourself as a person? How would you describe your general behaviour day to day? How do you describe yourself as a person? Are you someone who is polite, someone who is mean? You tell me. I can't put words in your mouth, so you tell me how you think.
I believe I'm polite. I hold doors open. I said thank you today. Someone held the gate open for me. I said thank you.
Okay. It's quite apparent from these incidents that we're investigating today, and obviously, statements from various people. It's quite feasible that you and I seem to have formed the opinion that you're quite a hostile person.
Not particularly hostile, no. I'm.
Your body language that you portray and your behaviour and your use of language appears to be one of perhaps.
But I'm sitting in a police cell since whatever time I was arrested. I've reported 100 police officer in my house on Saturday taking statements and taking pages and pages of abuse, which has been traced by BT. The person who's writing the abuse has had her internet restricted or terminated by BT.
So how would you actually describe yourself as a person, though, Eileen? That's what I asked you.
As a mother, as a wife?
As an individual, you describe yourself. I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
I think I'm a good person.
Okay. Right. Do you think it's reasonable and acceptable behaviour? Do you honestly believe it's reasonable, acceptable behaviour to go about swearing at people in the street?
I didn't swear at anybody in the street.
Posting comments on Facebook, recording things and uploading them to YouTube.
I believe things should be made public to prove the truth. If you've got nothing to hide, you wouldn't mind.
Okay, alright. I put it to you, Eileen, that you're quite a hostile individual, and I'd go as far to say that you're quite a bully to people.
I'm not a bully, no.
No? No. You disagree with that?
I disagree that I'm a bully.
Okay, alright.
A bully would... I couldn't say, but I wouldn't... A bully would pick on people for no reason and intimidate people. If I am intimidated, I don't understand how, but, I will stand up and if I will write letters to the school or something. So I'm not one that'll step away and think, oh no, the school might be funny with me. I'd write to them and say that there's a problem, or I'm not.
Would you agree that you're quite a confrontational person?
If someone came at me, I wouldn't just go out and start on somebody unless they've done something to me. I wouldn't just go looking and start on people.
Okay, I've got no further questions. Thank you, David.
Okay. I think have you got anything else you'd like to say?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, listen.
This interview is being tape recorded in an interview room at Wrexham Police Station, and it may be given in evidence if your case is brought to trial. At the conclusion of the interview, I will give you a notice explaining what will happen to the tapes. The date is Wednesday, the 1st of February 2012, and the time on my watch is 21:54 hours.